This method not only got me great views on my current channel, but also if you're like me and you have hobby channels or a new channel that you want to blow up and get some subscribers and views, this is the method for you. Some people think making YouTube shorts and TikToks is easy, but when you have a specific niche and you're trying to do daily content, it takes a lot of time to edit, a lot of scripting, a lot of thinking it through, and just a whole bunch of stuff that gets in the way of other content. And that is where NexusClips comes in, which is an AI tool that basically makes clips completely from scratch for you in the niche that you want it to be. And I've discussed this a few times on this channel, but I want to give you guys the specific kind of 2 things I do on NexusClips that are kind of like viral tricks, let's call them. It is the big difference with every clip that I post that will take it from being one that might flop to one that is most of the time going to do well. I wanted to focus today on a question I keep getting in my comments and in my Discord regarding making clips with your Twitch stuff. And that is that, hey Cal, my Twitch clips just don't really get views, even though I post a bunch and I post ones that I think are quite good. And the reason for that is most of the time because not enough people are watching your clip for long enough, therefore YouTube or TikTok doesn't think it's good enough, in quotes of course, to show to a wider audience. Because in a very basic nutshell, most of the algorithms across short form just favor retention, and retention is just a fancy word for watch time, just how long somebody watches your clip. So if you can get someone to watch it for 100% of the clip or more by looping it, that's why you see a lot of people making loops and stuff that sort of replays a little bit cheekily, then you have a better chance of that one going through the roof viral and just getting a bunch of views. But the real question is, how do you get that done? How do you make that happen? And NexusClips has a built-in feature to put in your clip to help with this, as well as a feature at the end. So I'm going to show you during the process of how to make a clip on NexusClips what that feature is that gets you set apart from the rest. And then at the end, I'm going to show you the other thing you need to do that's going to consolidate that and just sort of lock it in as a good viral ready clip. New location, by the way. I'm sat on the edge of a bed because I'm in the middle of moving. So yeah, I'm kind of just amongst crap. If you want to follow along yourself as well, I'll leave the link at the top of the description. And if you want to go for one of the paid versions, you can use code CAL to get 10% off of any purchase. One of the best things about this is if you don't have time, or if you don't have editing skills, or if you're like me and you're just a little bit lazy and want to spend more time doing better stuff, then it has your back. So this is the kind of interface, and what you can do here is link your YouTube channel or your Twitch channel to pull VODs from or existing videos. So a lot of you on my channel are streamers, and if you stream and finish your stream and have a VOD of a few hours and you want to make that into clips, which is obviously a very easy way to farm clips and have a lot for daily posts, then it does it for you. Once you've linked your account and you click the VOD you want, it will scour this for you and give you a bunch of clips and a whole list as well showing you what they are. And whilst I've been doing more videos than streams recently, I use this method on all of my streams after the fact to get a whole month worth of clips within maybe 10 minutes to half an hour. Because you'll see this list here, whilst it has got a number next to it, which by the way is the virality index, and this just means the higher the number, the more likely that one is to go viral than the others. But it doesn't mean that the other ones are bad. I typically would get the list and use basically all of them. I personally stream typically for 3 or 4 hours at a time, not too much, not too little. And that would normally net me around 35 to 40 clips in this list, and I can use roughly 30 of those, depending on the month, for a month worth of posts ahead of time. And all of that would take me maybe half an hour tops, depending on how much I wanted to kind of change and move around and kind of add to stuff. But let me show you how I did that and how I got these clips here, which are just all of the ones from one stream, and you'll see some from another stream that just start cascading because I've done it a few times now. And I've only used this so far on maybe 3-4 of my streams just because I haven't been live in a little while. But across those streams and all the platforms I posted the short form videos to, so I did YouTube Shorts, TikTok and Instagram Reels for the most part, I've amassed over 150,000 views on every clip that I've made using this software. And again, that's like over 150k views just for recycling my Twitch moments and Twitch clips from a stream, and it took me maybe 10 minutes to half an hour per stream to just sit there and make them all go through. So how does it work, and what if you don't like the clips in this list? Well, if you do like the clips that it's given for you, you can just click on one at a time to kind of go through to the editing page, which I'll show you in a second. But if you don't like the clips and you want more like specific niche or categorized clips for yourself, you can click on the generate new moments button at the bottom, and you can basically tell the AI, as you would to something like ChatGPT or any other kind of learning AI, what kind of moments you want. So for example, I do a lot of horror streams, so I would be like, give me jump scares, give me scary moments, or you could do give me funny moments, give me emotional moments. You could do anything that you want, and then it will look through the stream again and it will spit you out a new list with the virality index again of more nuanced and specific clips based on what you've asked for. But anyway, once you've found a clip that you like, you want to click on it, take it through to this next page where you can kind of just adjust the bars of how long it is, where it begins, where it ends, just make it exactly how you like. And then you can click edit again at the top right and it will take you through to the full editing bit. And then you have a bunch of options here. So you have a sticker option, which puts your name on the clip for you. You can have this anywhere in the timeline because there's a very basic timeline, which is just dragging it to where you want it in the clip. This sticker essentially is just a good way of, if you're a streamer, for example, you can put your Twitch handle there with the Twitch icon. So if people watch the clip and they like it, they can then figure out where to go and find you to follow you if you're trying to cross-pollinate your platforms. You can also do subtitles. They'll already be there. They'll be auto-generated based on exactly what you've said in the clip. And if there are any words that have been picked up wrong, or there's like a different spelling, like there, and there, for example, you can change that manually yourself by just clicking on it and changing it in the timeline. But honestly, I don't think I've ever had to do that, but if it does happen, you can. And if you want to change the font and the color, you can customize it to be your kind of brand colors if you have a specific color scheme on your channels. I tend to go for this purple one with the purple box because it feels very twitchy, and like I said, I use it for the most part for Twitch clips. Then you've got this framing option too, so you can have your webcam above, the clip below, you can add the chat at the bottom if you want to. Again, there's some different options there depending on what you like and what you want your clip to kind of look like. I'd recommend playing with these settings, finding settings that you like for one clip, and then trying to do that again for all of your clips, because consistency on a channel is good and people will get used to seeing your clips in the same kind of style and layout. And if you're finding this helpful so far, please leave a like and subscribe if you want more content like this on how to take your content and your streams to the next level. We've got a bunch more content coming soon, covering a whole array of different things. Alternate Cal is butting in again. This is the first viral tip that I mentioned, so pay attention. This is what you're going to need to get people to look at your clips, because again, you want that retention, you want that watch time. This is the first way to get that done with NexusClips. And then my favorite feature is the hook feature, which I always harp on about whenever I'm showing you this tool on my channel, but it's vital. It does exactly what it says it will. It will hook people into your video. So for me, if I'm doing a horror jump scare clip, I will put the hook at the beginning of the clip and it will say something like jump scare coming. Just anything that's going to break someone out of that doom scroll on TikTok or Shorts where they just keep scrolling past people until something is like, whoa, I want to watch that. And unfortunately for gaming and Twitch related clips, it's extremely hard to have somebody stop scrolling for you just for the sake of like some standard gameplay. You either need to have a very like hot sort of hype start to the clip, or have a hook like this to sort of let them know the context before they've watched anything. That way, if they like jump scare clips or they want to see somebody get jump scared, for my example, they will know that's coming, and the retention then on the clip will be a lot higher. Because if you don't know, retention is the main thing you want with Shorts. You want someone to watch as much of your clip as possible, and then it will show it to more and more people. And that's somewhat, in a nutshell at least, of course, the algorithm on every platform. And admittedly, that is a kind of bite-sized nutshell of how those kind of algorithms work across all the platforms, but retention is typically key for a clip to do good, especially on the short form side of things. But then once you've got all your funky features done and you are finished with your clip, you can click on the top to schedule it immediately to all these platforms if you want. You can export it if you want to upload it manually. But again, I'm lazy. I like saving time, so I do it all through the platform. There's even a calendar on the NexusClips homepage, so if you do want to schedule it for TikTok and Shorts, you can see exactly which day you're up to, so that when you start doing it for another stream, you can just carry on and just have daily clips forever, really, and it takes no time. Alternate Cal again is interrupting. I'm very sorry, guys. This is the second thing I mentioned, so this is how you're going to wrap up your clip and make sure that it has the best chance of going viral. So pay attention again, please. The AI will cover you here too, so you're going to have a nice little caption that it has set out for you and some hashtags based on what it knows will go viral from other clips similar to yours. And again, you can change this if you want, but if you don't really know too much about how to go viral, I'm guessing you clicked on this video because you're struggling to have clips get off the ground, maybe at least a little bit. So I'd recommend, if you're not too clued up on the best captions and hashtag researching, then just sort of use what it gives you, maybe add a few more as well. And trust me, if you keep picking those higher virality index level clips and you keep using the AI specific captions and hashtags that give you the kind of research you need without having to do it yourself or what's going to make your clip do the best, then you will start noticing your views will go nice and upwards for once. Whilst I haven't put a lot of effort into my other channels, this is exactly the method that I've used to do my hobby channels, where I've made some shorts about movies. I have a channel on WWE, which are both linked below if you want to see those as well. And again, some of the views over there are incredible for the amount of effort that I had to put in, which wasn't all that much, if I'm being honest. I think the beautiful thing about this is it doesn't take away from the artistic process of making a clip or growing a channel. It just gives you the tools like an editing software would, like Premiere Pro, just in a way more condensed and way more efficient way, so you don't have to sit there slaving over different keyframes and all sorts of thing and manually doing the subtitles, changing it. It just automatically gets all that done for you, so you can just get the views, get the clips up and get going. That's everything though. If you want some free Twitch artwork and a very cheap everything pack that I've made, you can go to my website in the description below. That's right there for you, and there's no catch, there's a whole bunch of free stuff there just to get you off the ground. Whilst you're down there, you'll also find our community Discord, which has got 200 plus other creators and streamers just like yourself. So if you want to join in and sort of talk to me, talk to other people in the space, feel free, that is there as well. Thank you for watching though. Here is your last chance to subscribe in this video if you like taking your content to the next level, and here's another video for you that might help you on your content journey. Hopefully I'll see you again soon.